a better man. Would you tell me, would you tell me you was part of your plan? Would you leave me here covered in sin? Would you call me on the phone just to let it ring? Even if I pick it up, would it not mean a thing when I think I'm not around? It makes me wanna scream. There's no one else here to save, so won't you set me free? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to die? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night? If I wake up in the morning, would I still be okay? And all the things that I left broken, would they get in the way? If you call me and I answer, would it be my mistake? Only time will tell me. What would you say? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to die? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night? Boy, is it my intention leaving me here wanting more? Will you keep me long enough to make me just go away and all the things that I left broken? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to die? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night? Will you save me? Will you leave me here to cry? Will you wake me up on the outside of this night?
Oh, that was the best transition I've ever done in my life. Oh, that was good. That was so good. And here it is. Finally. Figured out the camera stuff. Thanks to my good friend Nick Thacker, who recommended this app right here, Camo. I guess I need to pay an extra fee or something to get rid of that little watermark. But other than that, the picture looks good. Although the reflection in my glasses is still annoying. But that's okay. I shouldn't be looking at the computer. I should be looking at you on the camera. I got to get used to that too. That's going to be different. That's okay. That's all right. I'm okay with it. What's up, Bobby and Heather and Allison and Kathy and Sam and Kat and Juliet? Hello, Juliet. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. Oh, nice, Ray. Yeah, it is available on Apple Music. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can, where else is it? That's a cool logo that you have as a profile pic there, Ray. I like that. Yeah, I don't know where else it's available, but yeah, it's for sure on Apple Music. So kind of funny. It's selling more records now as an author than I did as a musician. There's the camera right there. I'm going to have like multiple cameras. Pretty soon it's going to be set up like like those professional looking shows, you know, like on YouTube where you got two cameras and there's one and then there's two. When I start releasing some of my new video content for you guys, I think I'm going to try to maybe do that. I've got my old iPhone, so that technically counts as a camera. I could probably do that. So maybe. I'm glad you like it and are calling it a wonderful book, Kathy, because I'm going to be honest. I was a little worried. I know some folks don't, you know, they only want the Shaun Wyatt stuff, and they don't want, you know, too much wanton violence and all that. But I tried to warn those who are averse to those sorts of things before this got going. So let's say happy Friday and cheers, everybody. Welcome to Drinks with Dempsey. Cheers to Marcus Mariota for the new for the Falcons, our new quarterback down in Atlanta. Cheers, and welcome to hell, buddy. Ray, you know what I'm talking about up there with the Lions. It's like we're the Lions of the South and you guys are the Falcons of the North. And I saw we just signed one of your free safeties. So it can only get better. It's only going to get better. Or much, much worse. Oh, thank you, my friend FedEx. Thank you so much. I mean, Jacob. Hey, Laura. Hello, Jonathan. Michelle, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you and KV out in Memphis are all right, because those were some crazy storms the other night, right? I don't know how bad you guys got hit down in UCLA, but I was thinking about you. So we didn't get it too bad here. We just had wind here, just a lot of wind. But yeah. Yeah, it was wind and then some rain. That said, there was a lot of wind. It was crazy wind. I got to stop. I'm sitting up too straight. I got to sit down so my head doesn't go above that. I'm still getting used to the new setup here. Pretty soon, I'm going to have, you know, some bookshelves behind me here, two towers, and then one low one in the middle. Yeah, the GW drink. That's right. It's the official drink of Gideon Wolf. Powerade. And ice. Oh, yeah. No, this is a tripod. Yes, good eye. There is a tripod in the background, but that one's currently not being used. I have two tripods there. Is it better? Would you like to see something else in the background instead? Maybe a Mandalorian helmet down there? Is that what you want to see? Mandalorian helmet? There it is. I'm not going to go too low because my room's still a mess. Like this office, this studio. I'm making a studio. It was an office and a workout room. Now it's going to be a studio and a workout room because I'm not moving that rower and that Peloton. Those are going to stay there until we either die or move. So, yep, not gonna do anything with those guys. I do kind of like the Masters. That is pretty cool up there in the corner of the Masters flag because, in my opinion, it's the most important. I'm just moving this camera around. It's the most important of all the big golf tournaments because it's a tradition like no other. So I love watching the British. It's called the Open now. I'd still call it the British Open, however many years after they changed it, because that's what it is. It's the British Open. It belongs to the UK. And, US Open, the championship. I like it all. But the Masters, something about being in Augusta, all the azaleas and dogwoods blooming, man, it's magical. Right. So spot on, buddy. And what's really the funniest part of that is that you're giving them credit for being marginally talented. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I like the moves the Falcons are making because they're not, they're taking guys with some upside, but who have got to prove themselves, right? And so there's no risk. They're paying small amount of money because we don't have a lot of money, and bringing in guys that are hungry and want to prove themselves. And the idea that I see from my 10,000 foot view is that they are either going to win 2 games or they're going to win 12 games. That's how they're trying to do it. So probably closer to 2, but be fun to see me be wrong. Nothing but win. Good. Okay. Oh, all right. You slept through all of it. That's cool. The unicorn has disappeared. It's over there. I just moved it, but I can bring it back if you guys want to, in the shot again, and creep you out a little bit if you want it. I thought about taking down these pictures that I have in the background, but they're kind of a part of me. They're friends, and they're important moments in my life, and so I kept them up. And maybe I'll take them down. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. It. Awesome. Atta baby. I love it, Scott. That's great. What's up, Kowalski? Let's see, my friend. Hope you guys are okay over there in Poland, hanging out. Is only a helmet more? Only a helmet. Actually, that's that one's from The Mandalorian, so that would be what's his name's. What's his real name? Jindar or whatever. No, I'm thinking of a Jedi. Yeah, Jin is his name, right? Gin. Also a popular drink. Brought to you by Hendrick's Gin. I don't always drink gin, but when I do, I only drink the best. Hendrick's Gin. Not a single drop in this Powerade, because quite frankly, that would probably be disgusting. Gin might mix well with Sprite and tonic and some other things, but I'm guessing that this fruit punch Powerade, probably not so much. But enough about sports. Oh, I had my perk this morning, buddy. I had it this morning, and now it's gone. Crap. I have a serious problem, Paul. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't get out of the house today, and I needed to go get more coffee because I'm out, and all that's left is Megan's crappy kind of coffee, which is all those different flavored things that I don't like. It tastes unnatural to me. I mean, eventually for a long time, I couldn't drink coffee because I hated the taste of it, but flavored coffees got me in, and then those were the gateway drug, like bacon is to pork, except I haven't ever eaten pork, but it really sucked me in with those frappuccinos, cappuccinos, mochaccino, like all those. And then all of a sudden I was like sipping on a cappuccino with no flavoring in it. And I'm like, what is this? Oh, espresso and milk. What, you mean there's not any vanilla? No, man, you ordered a cappuccino. So I'm drinking coffee now. Sort of. And then slippery slope continued, guys. The slippery slope. Let that be a lesson. The slippery slope is a real thing. It's a real thing. And I continued down that slope, sliding on down it until I was drinking coffee with creamers, and then eventually just coffee with half and half, and then coffee with 2% milk. And now I'm basically dairy free except for cheese, and I drink my coffee black like a psychopath. So whenever I try, there's certain flavored coffees that I like that are fine, but Megan likes the flavors that I don't like. Like hazelnut, for example. I don't like hazelnut coffee, but I love Nutella, and it's made from hazelnuts. What is wrong with me? I don't know. That's like I like peanut butter, but I don't like peanut butter flavoring. Yeah. I'm trying to get away from talking about sports because I don't want to just do a sports show today. I do want to just do a sports show today, actually, because I love sports. I probably will at some point. I'll just start talking about sports. Ernie rants on sports. That'll be the show. And you guys don't have to watch it. It'll be not geared towards, my books or anything like that. It'll be a totally separate project. I got to roll up my sleeves because it's hot in here. It's hot in this room for some reason, and it's not because of the lights. I mean, it's like 65 degrees outside, but it's not that bad. Let's adjust this one more time. A little higher. That's not going to work. Whatever. I'll fix it for next time. The point is, I wish that James was here to see that I have fixed the video problem. My IT guy needs to see this. Oh, James is here. Okay, good. James is here. Speak of the devil. Your daughter wants the unicorn? Oh, well, I mean, it's the one from Despicable Me. Obviously, it's not the real one from Despicable Me because that was an animated movie. But, Okay, I won't take them down. Yay, you're here. I'm glad you could make it, Shelley. Hello. Mando. That is correct. Oh, congratulations on the cruise, man. Oh, I've never been on a cruise before. I bet you're going to have a bunch of fun. People tell me they're a lot of fun. I've never done it. I just never set aside the money to do that kind of a trip. And it's look, I brought the tripod back into view, but with that adjustment here, let me take it back out there. Better center cut. But that's awesome, man. You're gonna have so much fun. Where are you going? If you don't mind me asking. Mexico, Dominican, Bahamas, something like that. I mean, you're probably, are you sailing out of Canaveral or Miami? See, it sounds like I know a lot about cruises for somebody who's never been on a cruise. Doesn't that sound right? Yeah. Do you guys ever wonder who I'm talking to off to the side? Some of you think it's my cat, I think. Sometimes it is my cat. Keith, I love you, man. That's great. From work. Oh man, you just completely criminalized yourself there. I hope that you don't get in trouble for that. Deborah's not at work, is she? Oh my goodness. Hazelnut coffee is the best. Listen, here's the thing about that, Juliet. Like, I love the smell of it. I want to love the taste of hazelnut coffee. I just can't get there. There's something off about it. So I guess I'll be going to Lola Beans tomorrow morning, or I'll run out after our agape feast tonight and pick some up after the feast. What's an agape feast? Agape is Greek, and it basically means like the highest form of love, unconditional, that sort of thing. At least that's what I've been told. And I actually looked it up once. Michelle's going to be my fact checker again. She'll be like, that's not what it means, Dempsey. That's not what it means at all. Well, I tried. But yeah, we're going to this agape feast. It's this Mediterranean dinner that we're doing at Arden's school this evening at 6:00. So when I say I'm cutting the show at 5:30, I'm cutting it at 5:29 and a half because I don't want to be the one rolling in late to the agape feast. I don't want to draw attention to myself. I don't like that. I don't like drawing attention to myself. Oddly enough, on the occasion when I go to church, I have zero problem walking down the center aisle all the way to the front row. It's almost like a challenge to me now, because before I'm genuinely a shy person, which anybody who's hung out with me will be like, that's not true. I am. I'm kind of an introvert. I've left the house one time today, once, and that was to get a battery tester. So I said earlier I hadn't left the house. It's not true. I did go get a battery tester at Advance Auto Parts, unofficial sponsor of the show. And I love going into Advance Auto Parts. I'm not a car guy, but I like to pretend to be a car guy. And I like the smell of an auto parts store, you know, or a motorcycle shop. That's my favorite. Just take me to a motorcycle showroom and I'll just stand there and breathe it in for like 30 minutes. I'll walk around, I'll look at the bikes, I'll picture myself on those bikes. I love motorcycles. And I could probably never have one again because I married an orthopedist. So good job shooting yourself in the foot. Ah, my leg. I'm just kidding. I didn't stab myself with scissors. So, yeah. Well, I had some diced ham once on accident. In some sawmill gravy, if that makes you feel any better. And immediately I was like, I don't know what this is, but this is not the non-pork version of gravy that I'm used to. So I didn't eat the rest of it. But yeah, you know, I'm going to disagree with you. I think that being Southern has nothing to do with pork consumption. I think it has everything to do with your upbringing. And if you're a guy, your gentlemanly nature, your chivalrous nature that should have been bestowed upon you to open doors for ladies and, you know, be polite and then, you know, go blow stuff up in a field when you're hanging out drinking cold beers with your buddies. That's what being Southern's all about. Like that time I was working with that guy, Tim, at Taco Bell when I was 16 years old. And I said, Tim, what'd you do last night, buddy? And he's sitting there sharpening this really big knife. This dude was crazy. And he's like, I burned some guy's barn down. And I was like, I've told this story before, but it's worth telling at least 6 more times. I was a little freaked out by that because he was not kidding. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Oh, I'm just looking through these comments. Loving it. There we go. Got a movie for you. Oh, is it good? Because I will watch that. I'm not usually a murder mystery kind of guy. But because of where it takes place, because it's sort of a time period movie, right? Is it like in the 20s, 30s, 40s, somewhere in there? I mean, it just seems like it. Maybe it's current, but it looks really good. And Gal Gadot's in that, right? She's cool. There's some cool actors in that movie, so I might check it out. I might have to check that out. Death on the Nile. My problem is like I get so this is funny because I kill a lot of people in my stories, right? I'm gonna get banned from YouTube and Facebook for saying I kill a lot of people. I'll get like strikes against me in my stories, YouTube and Facebook AI. I eliminate lots of people, right? And I never really think much about it. Like I don't think twice. Bad guy's got to go. I need, you know. Look at Ian Fleming, how he did those stories. It always hurt me when one of those women died at the beginning of the story, right? Like he always killed off a beautiful woman at the beginning of a story, or at least in the movies, right? And okay, tried and true plot catalyst, great, but it always bothered me, right? Doesn't bother me to do it in my stories because I'm just like, this is fake. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm good with it. But when I see it in somebody else's story, it especially shows like Yellowstone, right? Like we just finished episode 6 or 7 of season 3. And there's a scene, I mean, there's this underlying plot, and I don't know what it is on the deepest level, and I'm not going to spoil it if people are on season 2 of Yellowstone or whatever, but something happens to a person, and it bothered me. Like, and stuff like that does bother me because I'm sort of a sensitive soul, I guess. So watching murder mysteries, I was always like, oh, I don't like that they die, you know, but that's okay. If you recommend it, Jonathan, I will accept and watch at some point. The Slopes, yep. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I assume you're missing an E in whiskey, and bourbons don't come in single malts. I don't know what you're talking about there. Oh, you're talking about Scotch. Ugh. Repugnant drink. I was told that real men drink Scotch. And it's like, that's not what all the bourbon drinkers say. No, I actually do know why. I'm joking with Allison, everybody. Her spelling is correct for that type of whiskey. It's with an E if it's other types of whiskey. I know. I've done my research. I have not watched it yet, Dave Chesson. Great question, my friend. Kindlepreneur. Sorry if I called out your name there and now everybody knows who you are. But no, I haven't watched it. Is it good? Tell me if it's good. I want to check it out if it is. Sorry, I'm 11 minutes late on answering that. And let's see. Have to delete some comments. Ooh, a lot of craziness going on. All right. Oh, okay. Now I'm catching up. You guys are awesome, man. By the way, guys, congratulations. This is officially the biggest live audience we've ever had. 25,000 people watching live right now. And if you want to help that record go up, share it with your friends, share it on your Facebook feeds, share it on your, get on YouTube and tap that share button and send it and say, listen, this is my author buddy. He's the friendly neighborhood author. This guy hangs out with us every week. And I don't know why we all sit down and just watch him ramble, but for some reason it's like a car crash in slow motion. You just can't look away. You're just like, how many times is that car going to flip over? Uh-oh, there comes a train and it's flipping towards the tracks. I mean, but by all means, share it. Now with 100% cocaine, that's great. Oh, a little Jalisco style, Ray. All right. I got you. I may try that. And I've heard of this because my friends, okay, so if you saw the dedication at the beginning of this book, and when I get my paperbacks, I'm going to take them over there, but you'll see that my friends that run the El Mason restaurants here in town, I'm going to dedicate it to them. And they make their coffee like that. They're from the Jalisco area, so I have had it before. They put a little something extra in there. Not a drop of alcohol, though. Not one drop. Do a Thriller Fest cruise with you and Nick. So have you been to Thriller Fest in New York? I was there 3 years ago. Seems like yesterday. Man, I would love to do a cruise. It's just, and okay, so here's another thing I was thinking about. I would love to do a conference, right? Like a convention, not a conference, a convention where we have lots of, independent writers from all sorts of genres and stuff, and do it so you guys could, come, and promote it to fans all over the world, right? Readers all over the place. Do this big thing like a Comic-Con of indie authors, right? And I've thought about this. I've thought about doing it just for my genre. I've thought about doing it for multiple genres. Now that I'm in another genre, that makes sense. But I don't know. It's real expensive to get those hotels. Like there's one that's I was talking to a friend that runs one in Vegas, and it's going to be like $1 million to do 3 or 4 days in a not great casino in Vegas, right? That's Vegas. Chattanooga's cheaper. I've priced it. I've priced what the ballrooms cost because my sister is she helped put together the Westin project and the West Village project down in downtown Chattanooga. And so she's involved with the Westin, and I asked her what the prices were. They were really high. I'd have to sell a crap load of tickets to get that paid and taken care of. It's not something that I would want to make money from. I think it would be cool to bring everybody together and have a big event, and it would just be fun. But we'll see. We'll see someday. Right now, the money is not there, but we'll see what happens. But a cruise would be amazing, like Sister Hazel does the rock boat. It's so good. There he is from Mackinac. Atta baby. Do you have to drive like 2 hours to get groceries like they do in northern Montana? Because I would see people when I was out there in Montana going to the grocery store, and they had like 3 buggies full of like just tons of bulk stuff. And I was like, is this a Costco or a grocery store? This is how it is out here. You live so far from the grocery store. Like here, I live like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to like 5 grocery stores and a Target. Oh yeah, switcher. You can run all your audio from one microphone, but then they have, all the characters I talk to. I really just want 2 angles, and what gave me the idea was I watch. Well, I don't want to talk about who I was watching, because then people would be like, "Oh, you think that anyway." But somebody I watch on YouTube, they do an excellent job of that, where they've got the straight-on view like this, and then they have like a side view, and they're still looking at the main camera, and it just switches back and forth. I love that. I need more of that. So switcher, huh? I'll have to check it out. Switcher. Yeah, I'll just go crank off another $1,000 for another iPhone. I don't know how much money you think I make from these books, James, but that's not going to happen. Not this month, anyway. Oh, yeah, I like the pure coffee too, Allison. Oh, nice. Wow, that's cool. Awesome. You're going to have so much fun. Yes. That is it. That is an unconditional, overwhelming sense of love, isn't it? And that's, yeah. That's right. I love it. What's up, Kathy? Good to see you. You can always buy me I love Triumph motorcycles. You know this, James. That's my brand. I like those, and I like Dukes. I like Ducatis, but if I'm going to choose, I'm going to ride the British bike. No offense to the Italians. Rich Corinthian leather, he says. I know where you got that. That's right. That's right. Bricktop in the movie Snatch. Bricktop. Always beware of a man who keeps pigs. Why's that? Pigs will eat anything. They'll gnaw through bone. All right, cool. Thank you for the recommendation, Jonathan. I appreciate it. What's up, Ella? I know. I'm glad you're able to be back, because that was ridiculous. You even put it in context. You put it in context, and they still suspended you for a week. Craziness. Awesome, Shelly. I hope you like it. And if you don't, you could always just get a refund. That won't hurt my feelings. It's not for everybody. It's okay. That's weird. You're only seeing the FB comments? Interesting. That's what Ray's saying too. I see both. Interesting. Well, I mean, if I put them up there, then you see them like that. Do you see them now when I post them? Like I can click on them and like, see, are you seeing them now? I just have to click on it and then it pops up. Is that better? Please tell me, would you tell me if the show is good? Moon Knight, Kindlepreneur? I just want to know. Pigs don't eat kneecaps. Those need to be relocated, shall we say. Dislocated, then relocated. Guys, we're at 25,000 viewers. If we could get 5,000 more viewers, we'll break our all-time record. Hit that share, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, hit that everything that you have to do socially to annoy your friends and make them wonder, why are you sending me a link to a random author's Friday afternoon show called Drinks with Dempsey? Who is this guy? I've never heard of him. But just do it. That's what good disciples do, guys. Somebody's gonna leave it like, he's sacrilegious. I am not. I'm not very religious either, but I'm very spiritual. And I try not to be sacrilegious or blasphemous. Oh, now we've lost a few thousand more. Oh, no. Are you comparing yourself to Mr. Rogers with the friendly neighborhood part, James? Absolutely, I am. Because he's gone. And I loved Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I watched it when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. I loved trains. I still love trains, but I loved trains even more when I was a kid. And I loved that little train that he had that went around. That was so cool. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. So, I watch that show all the time. And, he's a friendly neighborhood guy. And so I wanted to take a piece of that. But bigger than that, James, and this is the bigger reality. I do love Mr. Rogers. And for the longest time, I was responding to every piece of email that I got in my inbox until it just got overwhelming. Now I try to respond when I can. So I love his mantra in life, right? But the other part of the reason that I branded myself as the friendly neighborhood author is because I loved Spider-Man when I was growing up. I wasn't into the comics, but I loved the cartoon, and I've never been into comic books really. I didn't understand the format of storytelling they were trying to achieve, and I kind of do now, but I'm still not I don't go out and buy comic books, but I always loved Spider-Man, and I loved that he's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And also, in what was it? Not Infinity War, but Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Telling Tony Stark telling him to work on cleaning up his neighborhood, right, first, and being, taking care of his part of the world. I like that. I like that a lot, and that was sort of the goal behind Guardians of Earth, this whole universe that I'm creating around Gideon Wolf and all the other Guardians that are going to appear, is that they each have an area of the world that they protect, right? And so I thought that was a cool concept, and I love Spider-Man, and so I stole that. I totally kited that brand. I totally ripped it off, because that's who I feel like I am. I mean, I have it. What gave me the idea is people in the neighborhood here walking around in our subdivision, and they see me out playing with my kid or whatever. They're like, you're the author, aren't you? And I'm like, man, how does word get around in this neighborhood? Somebody's talking about me. It's kind of weird. There's that author in that White House over on Dancing Fern Trail. He's just in there all day. He never comes out of the house. I heard that he kills people. No, only in his books. Are you sure? What's he doing there all day? Video games. That's not true. Anyway, there's the answer, buddy. Hope that helps. Oh. That one gets the pinky. And this, and the chin rub. And because I've sorted out these problems with my camera, you can see it clearly. You're welcome. Cruise would be cheaper. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I figured you were using it generically. No worries. All good. Research. Oh, you can't see them. So you can't see when I pop that up? You're 7 miles from any shop. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. That is weird. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I have Hulu and Prime Video. I just did the package deal. Got all those things to, well, Hulu and Prime are not together, but I got all the other things to go with it. You can buy an iPhone 8. Well, I've already got an iPhone. I don't know, this one. I have this one. This is my last one. So I only upgrade. I've said this before. I only upgrade. See if it has no juice. I would need to charge it. It started acting up, like something with the charging port started acting up. And I actually replaced that one time and it started doing it again. Something faulty with that model, I think. But I only get new phones every 2 years when the battery stops holding the charge as long, when it starts getting a little glitchy. And that's going to happen with this one in about 6 months because that will be 2 years since I bought this one. I can't believe how fast the 2 years goes by. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what I can't upgrade every year. It gets expensive doing that. And I'm not shoveling out that kind of scratch. So, but yeah, don't have to have a SIM card. Yeah, just need the phone. I might try that, and since this needs to be plugged in to run this anyway, it might just work. So that's a good idea, James. Thanks, man. You're always here with great commentary. So you're good. You're all good, Michelle. I got 15 more minutes, guys, and then I got a jet. Maybe that light is hot over there. I don't know. Oh, yeah, what are you gonna do? I just want to go to the agape feast and pig out. We got a small island. You better be nice or I'll send you 10 pounds of fudge. Dude, that fudge. And I share it with my wife's family because they are real Southern folk, and real Southern folk love good fudge. I mean, that's sort of Gatlinburg's thing, right? It's like fudge and taffy and moonshine capital of the world. But I'm going to tell you, your fudge that you're sending, it holds a candle to all that Tennessee Mountain fudge. It's as good. I'm not going to say the other's better either. I'm going to say that it's a draw. Good fudge. Okay. Yes. Mike Givens. Hey, Mike, did you get your package that I sent you? It took a couple of weeks because I went on vacation for like 8 days. But I want to make sure that you, I want to make sure you got your package. And yes, we will talk about Emergence. We'll talk about that for the next 15 minutes. I'm glad Moon Knight's cool so far. Excellent. Thank you, Kindlepreneur. Moon Knight's awesome. Okay. Oh, yeah. Dougie, I love that combination. STP, baby. I used to listen to that all the time back when I was in high school. Them, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, those are my guys. Those guys are why I started singing. You look great, by the way, Dougie. You look awesome in that your hair looks perfect. Your tie, your outfit, terrific. I definitely do not ignore your emails, James. I just don't see them because like I'll get like a stack of emails every day. I still haven't. Well, you know what the problem is, Allison? And we'll get to Emergence. Don't worry. The problem is that my wife doesn't care about watching anything that I like to watch. So she wants to watch these stressful shows that send my anxiety through the roof, like Yellowstone and Ozark and Breaking Bad. Like I had to endure a marathon of Breaking Bad at one point. I just wanted to get through it. And it was like so many seasons of just anxiety like just spiking every time. It was crazy. It was well done. Those shows are expertly written and produced, and Cosner's done an amazing job on Yellowstone. And I have a feeling I know where the ending for that story is going, because as from a writer's mind, I'm like, this is the perfect way to end this series. And I know that it's going to be amazing. The way it's going to be the most beautiful ending. There will be some sadness, but I know it's going to be the most beautiful way to end the movie or the series. But she likes to watch all that. She doesn't want to watch the sci-fi stuff that I like to watch. She doesn't want to watch the superhero stuff that I like to. Everything, all of the Marvel movies I've watched alone. Like after she goes to bed or something. And I'll usually I'll do it at night on my iPad in bed and like watch 30 minutes. And then lately I've been playing more video games than watching shows though. Yeah. Well, oh, Nick Thacker's here? Is he? Wow. Yeah, his publishing house, Conundrum, just launched a book today. Nicole Grotipas. I'm going to say Grotipas. That S might be silent, Grotipas. But Nicole Grotipas, definitely check it out. She just released a new book today. It's spelled Grotipas. I'll spell it. There. Now you can see it. Put it at the bottom of the comments. Oh, okay. All right, Scott. Man, you guys are great. You guys are awesome. I didn't even see Nick's comments up here. Was he making comments? I didn't even see it. Oh, there he is. There's Nick. There's Nick. All right. Yeah, I've done some of that, James. We'll skip away from the tech talk. Nick Thacker, thank you again, buddy, for helping me fix my camera issues. You're the man. Yeah, that's right. Deborah's here. Yay. All right, buddy, here we go. I am. And I am going to also get the watermark off. So here we go. Let's talk about Emergence. What would you like to know about this story? I've got 14 minutes left and then I got to buzz out. So we've had a lot of fun, but let's get down to business, real business. What do you want to know about Emergence, Gideon Wolf Book 1? Happy to talk about it. Thank you, Nick, by the way. Don't no. Oh, Encanto. I did not like that movie. I like Disney movies. I don't like that one. Don't smack me. I would never give spoilers, Shelly. Yeah, and that goes for everybody. No spoilers, but what would you like to know? I'm happy to answer any questions about Emergence and the Guardians of Earth and all that. I will tell you this, that whenever I release a book, I try to be 30% done with the next book I'm working on. Well, I'm already done with Righteous Dawn, and you might have seen that it's on pre-order already. So the sequel to this first Gideon Wolf book is out there. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time writing book 3 right now because I'm focusing on Relic Runner for the next 3 stories, but I am 35% done with the next Relic Runner book, Heavy Lies the Crown. So those of you who are patiently waiting for more Dak Harper and you've been waiting for 6 months, you won't have to wait much longer. I'm anticipating a launch probably in June. So expect Dak Harper to come at you fast and hard, probably in June and probably in July and probably, or August, probably also September. There's going to be 3 more Dak books this year. So enjoy that. Don't talk about it and reading it. Yeah, Encanto was, we'll talk about that in a minute, but who else joins Gideon and the Guardians? Well, if you read the story, oh, thank you. Yes, it is building to a big event. June 2022. Yes. Dak Harper, I'm going to have 3 books to you in 2022, just like I had 3 Dak Harper books for you last year. And hopefully another Sean Wyatt book, but we'll see. Yeah, so I don't want to answer the who else joins Gideon and the Guardians because I don't want to give away. Those are sort of big reveals, right? I do hint at it in this book. So if you're reading it, you'll see that it's gonna, there's I talk about some of the other Guardians, right? Specifically one Guardian in particular, the first one that Gideon's going to go hunting for. And in book 2, Righteous Dawn, he begins that investigation, that search for another Guardian. And there's like 7 Guardians. So he's got to find these other 6 people, and he doesn't know, who they are or why they're going to be a Guardian or what they have to do, where the next medallion of power is and all that. And so but book 2 begins that search. And so book 1 introduces you to the concept and the main player. And then book 2 continues the investigation, leads you down a new path. It leads Gideon down a new path in his vigilante war against evil. And book 3, I have the cover already done for book 3, but I have not started it at all. It's not on pre-order. It's totally just in concept mode right now. And it's going to sit there. You will not probably get Crimson Winter until later this year. I don't know when. I may work on it some at night instead of, playing video games and screwing around. But I need to get 3 more Dak books out for you guys because everybody's been hammering me about Relic Runner and people love it so much. And I'm excited about that because I like the concept with Relic Runner. Is it sort of a silly little premise? Yeah, he works for this like 13-year-old kid. It's like video game millionaire. Yeah, the premise is a little silly, but I think it's also pretty cool. And I also like to work in quirky little, plots like that. So, yep. Always, Candace, always. You got me for 8 more minutes. So, yeah. What else would you like to know? I was thinking about how I could do this live, but have like some red mist like floating around at the bottom. I didn't have enough time or desire to hunt that Google search down, but I figure it's probably available. Probably do a green screen of it actually and just do it that way. It'd be easy, but then it'd mostly be behind me. Nope, no more questions about that. Okay. So, here we go. Oh, that's a good idea. You're full of good ideas. You guys are full of lots of good ideas today. Oh, great. More questions. Thank you, Allison. I love it when you guys ask questions. Have you found writing Gideon Wolf harder or easier than writing Sean Wyatt or Dak? as he is new to you? That is an excellent question. It is harder in that when you go from a third person storytelling point of view to first person, that is tricky. And so when I finished Righteous Dawn and started and sent it to Jason for edits, I immediately started Heavy Lies the Crown for Dak Harper, which is a third person point of view. And I was typing I instead of he frequently in the first 2 chapters. And I had to like go back through because I caught myself doing it. And I'm like, oh, idiot. No, you're not in that point of view anymore. You're in the third person. And so that part of it was hard, but essentially I will say this about the Gideon Wolf stuff. Writing, it's not because of the content of the story. It's harder because of the point of view. Because with a third person point of view, it allows me to show you the villains who could be on the other side of the world, right? Or in another galaxy. And I can show you them one page after I show you somebody else and what they're doing. So with first person, you can't do that. You don't know what the villain's doing over there. It's purely like you're on the hero's shoulder and you're the protagonist's shoulder and you're walking along with them trying to find your way through this story. And you can learn about what the villains are doing, but you don't see as a reader what they're doing. And so that's the biggest challenge, is coming up with real clever ways to kind of give clues into what villains might be doing or what other characters might be doing, because you can't just switch first person point of view to another person in the story. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Then it's not first person anymore. So that is the challenge. And I learned that when I was writing the Dream Rider 2. When I was writing Dream Rider and Dream Rider 2, like it was same challenge. I got 5 minutes, then I gotta go. There is no crossover between and this might disappoint you and some people, but there's no crossover between like Wyatt and Harper and all those guys and the Adventure Guild kids. I thought about doing that, but there's enough crossover between those 3 series and Hell's Gate and this is just a different world. This is a different world that they live in. So, I mean, it's this world, but it just didn't make sense to me to do it that way because, I don't know. I might make mention of somebody, like at one point I might make mention of, Tommy or something like that, but I don't really plan on doing anything like that with it, if that's what you were asking. Oh, excellent. That's great. Thanks, Dougie. I did them myself. I do it all myself. That's the life of a self-publishing author. You self-publish and you self-market and you self-design. I don't do my own covers or my own edits, but all the other stuff. I do coordinate it though. Oh, question. Okay. We'll do this as the last question, unless somebody else has got another one. If I read the new book, are you going to pay me? Isn't that how it works? Don't you pay people to read it instead of buying your books? I thought that was how independent authors did it. Some have done it that way. They end up broke. They end up as starving artists. That's how they do it. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, yeah. So there you go. That was a good question, though. Thanks so much for that, James. Goofball. All right. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Man, Allison is just bam, bam, bam. It's almost like she's an interviewer or something. Oh, wait. She's so good with this because she asks lots of authors. Allison is I'm learning this. I'm learning this more and more, Allison, how much you help indie authors, and I appreciate it. What do you think about doing a short story with the female characters in Sean Wyatt? So I did do the 3 stories with June and Adriana in When Shadows Call and all that, and those were 50,000 words. So they're technically not short stories. Maybe one of them was 60,000, but they're technically not short stories. They're more like a Tomlinson book. Just kind of half-assed it the whole time. But no, I wrote those as supplementary stories. So I've got those, and then I am still planning on doing more stuff with the female leads in the future, with Adriana, with June. They're not gone, and with Tara and Alex, there's going to be more paranormal archaeology division. But I'm trying to do the things that I need to do, from that seem to make the most sense with the timing that I have, and so there will be more for sure. Those are coming. So, yep, I love female leads. I like it when a woman is like in charge. I loved Charlie's Angels when I was younger. I thought that was so cool. That's probably where I get it from. And then Kate Beckinsale in Underworld, and just cool female leads. It's a no then. All right, listen, guys, thank you so much. You too, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. I got to go. I got to cut off of here so I'm not late to the Agape Feast Mediterranean dinner. I don't know what that's going to be like. They said we don't bring anything, so I'm like, I guess we're just trusting that you guys are going to do a good job. You guys have a good time, and yep, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Sam Nosh. It's good to see you, Sam. Thank you for your time. All right, love you guys. I will see you on Sunday morning for Coffee Nation at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join me then. I might be doing a giveaway on Sunday because I don't have anything yet to give away today. I know my books that I ordered will not be here by Sunday, but we'll see if I can come up with something to give away. Love you guys. Take it easy. Be safe out there and be kind to everyone you meet. That was a weird way to end the show, wasn't it? I'm still live? Oh. See you guys later.